It's Tanya, and I'm going to tell you, what am I going to tell you? Do you know that this is the same thing as eating dessert or eating too much? But before I do that, I just want to tell you, my lighting sucks, and there's not a lot I can do about it because it's just me, myself, and I in this business. I don't have hair, makeup, a lighting crew, editing crew. So what you get is me, always me, and just being me. So I hope you're okay with that. And if you're not, see you later. Anyway, okay, so what is the same thing as eating dessert or eating too much? Come on. I'd love to hear your guesses. I totally didn't pay any attention to this because I was so focused on what went in my mouth and what I burned off when I was exercising and didn't care about anything else. And partly it's not that I didn't even care, it's that I just didn't know. And when what you don't know, you don't know. And when you know something, you do better. So when you are stressed out, it is the same thing as eating a chocolate bar. So even if you had the perfect clean diet and you're living a life of complete chaos and stress, your body does not recognize the difference. So I know this is a problem with many of you, and this is why it's not just about what's on your plate and how you're moving your body. It's a lifestyle shift. It's our habits. It's what we're doing on a daily basis, how we're reacting, how we're moving, that is affecting our hormones. And the one in particular is cortisol. So what happens when you run those kids to sports? You go to the gym, you have a really hard workout, you're competing for a promotion at work, or you're just working your fingers to the bone. You worry about your diet, how much exercise you're having, you're counting calories, you're not sleeping properly. You know what happens? Your cortisol raises, it increases. And cortisol, your primary stress hormone, increases sugars in your bloodstream so that you have the fuel you need to run away from the perceived danger that your body believes it's being subjected to when you're stressed. So our brains are still back in the year like 10,000 years ago. So we saw a tiger, the blood left our arms and legs, right? The blood went to our arms and legs. It went away from digestion. We ran, we stopped, and everything went back to normal. Well, now we have like 10 to 50 tigers chasing us all day, and a lot of us are in this permanent state of stress. And a lot of it's in between our ears, what we're doing, and a lot of it's just we're not handling stress properly. Our lifestyles are way too stressed, and we just don't know how to calm down. So when you're in this fight or flight mode, resting, digesting, and healing is your body's last priority. And therefore, you're not releasing weight, you're not eliminating your cravings, because as you come off this high, you naturally crave more sugar, more carbohydrates. We're not overeating carrots and broccoli, right? Okay? And if you are, high five, but we shouldn't be overeating anyway. But what happens is the more dysfunctional these hormones are, so cortisol and insulin, the more damaged your metabolism. You aren't processing foods properly, you aren't healing, you aren't managing your blood sugar, and it becomes a real hot mess. And I have totally been there. And I didn't understand this for so long because we have been so indoctrinated with calories in, calories out. Doesn't matter about the calories, diets, diet pills, all this kind of stuff. And you know what? Especially as we get older, what worked in your teens and 20s is not working in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, because we're an older car. When you get a brand new car, it is shiny and new. You take it in for your oil changes, and there's pretty much, like, besides minor little things, nothing really going on. But the older your car gets, the better care you have to take of it. And that is the same with our bodies. We've been abusing them, pushing them, ignoring them, and now they're breaking down and they're saying, basically, F you. and we're either listening to the symptoms or we're still stuck back in the calories in, calories out, exercise more phase without really understanding the importance of our lifestyle and our habits and how we manage our stress and getting proper sleep. And we're like, what does that matter? Oh my goodness, people, it really, really matters. So if you're just feeling like you have had enough, and like I said, I take my car to a professional to be looked after. I am not fixing, repairing my car. Our bodies are the most complex machines on the earth, and we don't know what to do with them all the time. I have 30 years plus experience with this. I've worked with hundreds of women, but it takes your commitment. It takes you finally realizing that you need, a long-term plan and to stop just reaching for diets. And I have the tools to help you, but you have to want to help yourself first. So if this is resonating with you, you've had enough, then by all means, let's chat. So you can email me at Tanya@moveyourbody.ca. You can PM me, private message me, whatever you feel, and let's just have a chat and see where you are and how to get to where you want to go. So just remember that if you are eating clean and not getting results, what does the stress look like in your life, right? It's also different if you have to lose 50 pounds or the last 10 pounds. So there's lots of little factors that go into this, but stress and how it affects your cortisol is not helping you. Okay, I hope that's been some helpful tips, and I'll see you later. Mwah!